O believers, welcome to you in this holy day, in this Yamul Jummah, the day of Jummah, the day of gathering. Welcome to you on this 12th day of the month of Shawwal. O believers, show respect to this day of Jummah, the day that the Holy Prophet ﷺ is saying is holier than the two Eids combined. He is saying in his noble tradition, in the Hadith Sharif, when it is Jummah, Friday, the angels stand at the gate of the masjid and keep on writing the names of the persons coming to the mosque, to the masjid, in order, according to their arrivals. The example of the one who enters the masjid in the earliest hour is that one who sacrifices a camel. The one coming next is like one sacrificing a cow, and then a ram, and then a chicken, and then an egg, respectively. When the imam comes out, the angels fold their papers and they come in and listen to the khutbah. So we must respect this Jummah, so that we may be honored in the sight of our Lord Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. O believers, what is Jummah? It is a time for the believers to gather together, to sit down together once a week, and to listen to the advice coming to them from the Holy Prophet ﷺ. Because this mimbar, this pulpit, this is the maqam, the station of the Holy Prophet ﷺ. And from this mimbar, until 100 years ago, the Imam was reading the khutbah in the name of the Khalifa, in the name of the representative of the Holy Prophet ﷺ, so that every Jummah, that connection was being established between all the masjids in the world, between the Imam and the Jama'at and the Khalifa, and that connection goes all the way to the Holy Prophet ﷺ. So this religion is founded upon connection, upon a chain of transmission, what we call an isnad, what we call a silsila. And who connected this religion to us? The best of man to ever walk upon the earth. This religion has been preserved and passed down to us through him, the Holy Prophet ﷺ, through his companions, the Sahaba Kiram, through the Tabi'ins, those who follow, through the Tabi'in, those who follow, and those who followed them through the generations of history until Judgment Day. So this religion has been passed down to us through the trustworthy ones. And there is a specific chain. And this chain has a specific protocol. And this chain cannot be broken. Today, in this holy day of Jummah, let us look and learn from the Sultan of the trustworthy ones. The one who was given the title of Siddiq from the heavens. The Pir of the Naqshbandi Tariqat, the Sayyid al-Awliya, Hazrat Abu Bakr Siddiq, radiyallahu an. The Holy Prophet ﷺ said, my companions, they are like the stars in the sky. Whoever you look to for guidance, they will guide you. We should remember these stars in the sky, because when we remember them, blessings fall down upon us. And inshallah, their support, their prayers, their blessings, their himmat comes to us. We have to understand who Hazrat Abu Bakr Siddiq is. He is the first free man to accept Islam from the Holy Prophet ﷺ. He was the best friend of the Holy Prophet ﷺ even before Islam. And Holy Prophet ﷺ said about him, when I invited people towards Allah, Everybody thought it over. Everybody hesitated, at least for a while, except Abu Bakr. He accepted my call the moment I put it before him, and he did not hesitate even for a moment. And that sincerity of Hazrati Abu Bakr Siddiq radiallahu an, that sincerity, it is what distinguishes him from the rest of creation. From the moment he entered into Islam, he ran into Islam and he ran with it with his full spirit, with passion, to live and to die for the sake of the Holy Prophet ﷺ, for the sake of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Some of the greatest Sahabis accepted Islam through Hazrati Abu Bakr Siddiq. Who are these Sahabis who accepted Islam through the hands of Hazrati Abu Bakr? Hazrati Osman, Hazrati Zubair, Hazrati Talha, Hazrati Abdul Rahman bin Auf, Hazrati Sa'ad bin Abi Waqqas. All accepted Islam through Hazrati Abu Bakr Siddiq. These are 5 of the 10. Out of 124,000, the Prophet said, these are the 10 who is promised paradise. And they occupy a special station called the Ashara Mubashara. The 10 who is given the good news. And out of this 10, 5 came to the Holy Prophet ﷺ, accepted Islam through the hands of Hazrati Abu Bakr Siddiq. So we must understand the rank of our peer. Hazrati Abu Bakr Siddiq, even though he was one of the highest members of the society of Quraysh before accepting Islam, he gave up his position. He gave up his wealth, his status in society, without hesitation. He sacrificed his family for the Holy Prophet ﷺ. So many times he put his life on the line to protect the Holy Prophet. One day in the hard days of Mecca, the Holy Prophet ﷺ was praying at the Kaaba when one of the leaders of the Quraysh, his own tribe, who opposed him, who wanted to kill him because he's saying, say that there is only one Lord, your Lord and my Lord. And He has created all of us as His creatures, come together to worship Him together. Because he says, say La ilaha illallah, his own family, his own tribe, turn around to kill him. And for all those years, 13 years in Mecca, while all his companions, they're being killed, tortured, starved, deprived of honor, the Prophet did not lift one single finger to fight them. He did not even lift one single finger to defend himself, teaching his followers for 13 years to trust in him and to trust in Allah. 13 years. And those who are saying Islam is a religion of violence must understand this history, that for 13 years in his own hometown, they were being oppressed, terrorized. And Allah's order did not come to them to do anything, and they did not. They fully submitted to Allah's order. And afterwards, when it became so much for them, the order came not for them to fight the unbelievers. The order came for them to leave the unbelievers, to go find a safe place to live, to worship. And when the unbelievers came with armies to finish them off, at the very last minute, then the holy order came from Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala saying, defend yourself. And the first battle of Islam, when the unbelievers came with 1,000 men, with so many camels and horses and weapons, The believers, the Muslims in Medina, had only 313 men. These are not 313 soldiers. They were 313 men, the majority of whom they were slaves. 2 swords. 2 swords they had. Our Shaykh told us that they were literally picking up stones and sticks on their way to fight this battle against 1,000 who came to completely destroy them. And Allah gave the believers victory that day. One day, in the hot days of Mecca, the Holy Prophet was praying at the Kaaba. And one of the leaders of Quraysh came to the Holy Prophet with a cloth and he twisted it around his neck to strangle him. Understand the situation. Put yourself in the situation. That person attacking the Holy Prophet ﷺ was one of the most powerful people in society, like a governor or a senator. And when Hazrat Abu Bakr saw that, what did he do? He tackled that kafir leader and removed the cloth from the neck of the Holy Prophet. And that one, with his supporters, beat Hazrat Abu Bakr so bad that he lost his consciousness. When they brought Hazrat Abu Bakr away, when they already beat him to a pulp, and the believers came to drag his bloody self, Hazrat Abu Bakr woke up from consciousness. He did not wake up in pain. He did not wake up to say, I must go and get revenge from these ones who attacked me. The first words that came out of his mouth was, how is the Prophet? How is the Prophet? His love was so great that when he woke up, he was asking after the Prophet ﷺ. And he refused food or drink until he knew that the Holy Prophet ﷺ was safe. Oh believers, that is Hazrat Abu Bakr. Hazrat Abu Bakr is the one that one day he was looking upon the face of the Messenger of Allah, and such love overtook him that he said, Ya Rasulullah, do you know that if you asked me to kill myself, I would? And the Holy Prophet ﷺ said, yes, I know that. And I'm proud of you for that. These are not words. Hazrat Abu Bakr is the second of the 2 in the cave, who is mentioned in the Holy Quran. When Holy Prophet ﷺ gave Hazrat Abu Bakr the good news of accompanying him on the migration, on the hijrah, he was so happy and said, I have been looking forward to this day for months. His daughter Hazrat Aisha radiallahu anha says, I did not know it was possible to cry from joy. I didn't know it was possible to cry from happiness until I saw my father cry when the Holy Prophet told him that he would be his companion for the hijrah. O believers, what was Hazrat Abu Bakr happy about? They were not going on a vacation. They were taking the most dangerous journey. That the night that the Holy Prophet ﷺ left, the Quraysh, his own tribe, his own family, sent assassins to his house. That on the road they were being chased by mercenaries, by murderers. And they were just traveling, the 2 of them. That the Quraysh was using all the resources to kill the Rasulullah ﷺ. Hazrat Abu Bakr radiallahu anh understood all this, but he was overjoyed about being the companion of the Prophet on that journey, because his love was real for the Holy Prophet. Understand that when they left, Mecca from Medina. They were not running away. They were not running away from the mushriks. Allah gave them the order and they left. So many of them, they did not want to leave. Know that when the Holy Prophet ﷺ left with Hazrat Abu Bakr, he did not run away. And instead of going straight to Medina, they made a longer journey, going a different direction. If they were running away, they would not have done this. They took a longer journey and they went to the cave because something was about to happen there in that cave. Understand, 2 people have left and you've got hundreds running to pursue, to take them out, to kill them. They did not go with bodyguards, with weapons. They trusted in Allah. And those unbelievers came with their own shaitans. They did not run away. They took a different route, knowing that they will be found out. And they went to the cave of Thawr, because something was going to happen there. When they were in that cave, Hazrat Prophet ﷺ rested his head on the lap of Hazrat Abu Bakr Siddiq radiallahu anh, to rest. And one snake poked its head out of a hole near their feet. And Hazrat Abu Bakr, not wanting to wake up the Holy Prophet ﷺ and to protect him, he put his toe into that hole. And that snake began to bite him. And Hazrat Abu Bakr tried to hold himself, but his tears began to fall from his eyes, and it dropped on the blessed face of the Prophet ﷺ. And Holy Prophet ﷺ, it is a long story. The Holy Prophet put his blessed saliva on the place where that snake bit Hazrat Abu Bakr. And he said to his friend, Ya Abu Bakr, you made place for me in the cave. I will make a place for you in my rawza, in my tomb. In the cave I slept on your lap, but in my tomb you will sleep next to me. We are calling ourselves Naqshbandi. This is our Pir. He is our Rahbar, our key, our leader. We should look to him as a role model. We should try to be like that, even a little bit. We should check ourselves and try to put that kind of passion, that kind of sincerity, that kind of sacrifice, that kind of love into our hearts, even a little bit, to our Shaykh. And to know that our Shaykh Sahib al-Saif, he was like the Abu Bakr to Shaykh Mawlana. So many times our Shaykh was putting his life on the line for Shaykh Mawlana. Our Shaykh had that kind of passion and love for his Shaykh. Oh believers, these are not stories that we are telling so that people can feel good. They can say Subhanallah and then forget and go back to their normal lives. These stories are meant to go into our hearts, into our lives, to put some electricity into us, to make us to wake up. These stories are meant to go into our hearts, to wake us up from ghaflat, and to make us want to be like those heroes. Yes, Hazrat Abu Bakr Siddiq radiallahu anh is the hero of Islam. If we want to be calling ourselves as from the Siddiqi way, then we must follow the Siddiq radiallahu anh. Shah Merdan, Hazrat Ali al-Murtaza is describing the burial of Hazrat Abu Bakr Siddiq, saying, when we put his coffin in front of the door of the blessed tomb of the Holy Prophet ﷺ, when we put this coffin in front of the door of the blessed tomb of the Holy Prophet, I asked for permission to enter. And we heard a voice clearly. Bring the beloved to the beloved. We are weak ones. But if we strive and make intention to live like the ones who is Siddiq, inshallah, we will hear this call too. And we hope to be joined to our beloved one, Sahibul Saif, in this life and the next.